Okay. So, looks like they are off. There we are. Oh yeah, it started a little bit early, it seems. I don't know. So, both of these runners are going powerless in World 1. There's a mix that you can do for wheel with those 2 waddle-throughs to start. And you can mix for wheel, which saves about, I would say, let's see, an average, a really good World 1 with powerless strats in 1-1 and 1-2 would be a 326 to 325. And with wheel, 316 is just about as good as you can get. So wheel saves about 10 seconds in World 1, which is quite a large amount in this game, because this game is relatively short. 10 seconds is the distance between MK Cocoon and Halo Dude, I believe, which is absolutely crazy. So, unfortunately, Sniper took a few hits in 1-1, so he is but his movement in the first room of 1-2 gave him a little bit of a lead over FunkyCat. Both players not choosing to do the hop over strats. You can actually hop over all 3 enemies right there in order to get past them a little bit faster, but it's a really tight window, and doing a damage boost, preferably on the hothead, is the best way to go. And you are welcome, Chooch. Sniper opting to do a soft reset here. You know, if it was me, I probably wouldn't do it just because I'm relatively good at not getting hit, but I don't really know Sniper's ability in 1-3. But it seems that despite his soft reset, he's still keeping it neck and neck. Let's see if his burning movement here can work with Funky. Unfortunately, that bonk on that ledge there caused the Bronto Bird to hit him, and that gave FunkyCat a decent lead there. FunkyCat puffing the frog there, and the frog was nice to him and actually gave him good RNG. Same thing for Sniper. FunkyCat getting hit by the Sparky there, unfortunately, which I assume that would only be because of either a mistimed burning or like an input getting eaten. Funky getting the max tomato right there. Unfortunately, doesn't really work out for him because he gets hit by the Papa Bear right there. Almost got sniped by the fire right there too. It's a little lucky. Sniper gets hit by Frosty, and I'd probably say that's because he didn't He didn't press right on the D-pad fast enough, because you need to do that in order to actually not get hit right there. Burning has a set knockback, and if you don't press anything, you will always go back at the same distance, but you can actually change how much knockback it has by changing your inputs left or right. I can't give that information away to you, Sniper. You'll just have to take what you will of my commentary and then make your assumptions from there. Sniper entering Wispy, a very interesting boss with Burning. Because Burning isn't meant for damage, so it does take a few hits to take him out. But if he doesn't have Burning, he's going to lose a lot of time in World 2. Very nice landing from Sniper, despite the fact that he missed a hit there, with a 345 exit, entering Ice Cream Island. FunkyCat just behind, with a... let me see if I can do this right. With a 58 exit. Not bad, not bad. Both players doing pretty well for Powerless. Sniper taking it safe against that Crash Bomber. Getting Final Boss on the door actually caused some lag frames because of the Crash Bomber actually going down. Getting hit because he went a little bit too far to the right there, so opting to grab Tornado instead. You need some kind of ability entering 2-2, because if you want to do the double star strat, which we will be discussing momentarily, you need an ability for that. Funky got hit by the Crash Bomber right there, which I'm actually a little surprised, because it must have been, like, very last-minute iframes getting ruined. Because you have iframes almost all throughout Burning, but once you slow down in Burning, your iframes are over even if you're still somewhat covered in fire. It has some startup lag, and during those lag frames, you don't have iframes either. Sniper demonstrating to us the double star kill against Wheelie, which is a one-hit kill, which is super cool. Really like that. And fortunately, this level is one of the most generous levels when it comes to actually giving you health for free, giving you 2 pep brews. So FunkyCat will go for 2 jump, very nice, and he will end up with full health after this, despite being at 2 health. Both players doing pretty well. Sniper doing the unoptimal thing and going right side when left side is faster. FunkyCat seems to have gone a little bit too far to the right there, unfortunately, so he got hit by the sortie. Normally what happens is that you actually start floating after hitting the second waddle with Parasol, so that you get to avoid all the crazy nonsense that happens there. Sniper getting screwed over in the fish room, also final bossed by a platform, which is one of the strangest things ever, but it does happen quite a lot in that room, especially when you're trying to get past that one fish. Funky's wheel movement is pretty good so far. Let's see if he can get past this fish room decently well. Sniper doing the fast strat, which I still don't know how to do in this arena. Is Funky trying to keep wheel? No. He was doing a very interesting thing. It looked like he was trying to keep wheel, like, through the arena, which I would have been pretty ill-advised on my part, since that's really a kind of a high-level strat that Cocoon goes for, because he's done with the V and trying to get some ridiculous time saves that are ridiculous. Don't tell him I said that, though. Sniper entering 2-4, which is one of my personal favorite levels in the game, because he pulled off a really cool tactic there. Killing TikTok with Spark takes 4 hits. Very, very nice. Very, very easy. Let's see if Funky pulls off the same thing here. Dash, jump. So close, so close. He didn't get on the cloud. The clouds in this game have very, very, very weird hitboxes. It'll look like you land on it, but you actually didn't. And we'll be seeing a lot of that later on in Grape Garden, since Grape Garden is the bubbly clouds level of this game. Now, what Funky did was a slight optimization there. He actually chose to jump on the platform where the laser guy was. That's actually a little bit faster than flat-out running, because you're not running... 1, you're not running on a slope, and 2, jumping's actually a little bit faster in this game compared to running or walking. It's not nearly as big of a difference as it is in Amazing Mirror. However, it does make a little difference. You'd have to jump at least 100 times for it to really matter, like maybe 5 seconds, but still. Sniper in one of my least favorite rooms in this game, honestly. In World 2, actually. I should say this world, not this game. I've got some plenty hated rooms in this game. Unfortunately, not getting some wheel cancels caused some issues for him there. You want to not get hit by the sortie. He didn't get hit by the sortie, but he didn't do the fast thing and actually dump on top of him. Funky wheeling a little bit late there and getting hit by the Bronobert, which is pretty unfortunate. I'm not sure I agree with Funky's jumping and using wheel there, because you lose a lot of momentum when you're in the air with wheel. But he has to be careful. He has to be really, really careful. Maybe he'll opt to grab the maximum tomato, or the pep brew. Actually, the pep brew is probably better. No, he chooses not to. Sniper having a really good paint roller fight. I didn't even get to go over paint roller. I'll do that when we get to Funky's going of it. Well, Sniper is working on Butter Building, which is the dumbest world in this game, even though I actually really like this level. Coming up on the TikTok fight to some very nice cancels there from Sniper. Meanwhile, Funky working on paint roller, also getting some very nice high jump cancels. That was a great Bugsy. Great Bugsy. That was a great paint roller. I'm a little bit ahead of myself, putting the cart before the horse. We'll be seeing Bugsy in 3-2. I guess I was also thinking you do use high jump against Bugsy, but that's only if you're rocks. So... Sniper finishing up 3-1, going into 3-2 as Funky enters 3-1. Funky getting good RNG, but unfortunately he was expecting the normal pattern, which is moving around for TikTok, so he wasn't quite ready for that, so he did miss 1 or 2 hits. Sniper coming up on Bugsy, which is one of the reasons why 3-2 is one of the most infamous levels in this whole game, and speedrun. Let's just hope he can get past the screaming penguins without getting iced. Or final boss, for that matter. Which he does fine. 1, 2... Getting really close to Bugsy. Missing 1 or 2 hits. Unfortunately getting grabbed because Sword does have quite a few lag frames. That does give Bugsy quite the ample opportunity to get some hits in. Oh, rip. He tried to go for wheel, didn't he? Feels bad. That's my strat, and it sucks. I go for it in race settings, but I don't go for it in PB attempts, because races are memes and PB attempts are not memes. If you want to go for 3-2 wheel there, I believe it is the 5th tick. Not too bad, but it does require a bit of practice and precise timing, because it is a 4-frame window, but we'll be talking about mixes later. FunkyCat having a much better Bugsy fight than Sniper did. Sniper is in the easiest level in the game, which I believe Funky calls Final Boss the level, because there's a bunch of doors. Butter building is actually quite unique and interesting in that every other level is really ludicrously difficult and kind of RNG heavy. Like 3-2 has Bugsy, 3-4, which is what Sniper is coming up on, has a relatively difficult arena, and the room after it is, for me, a horrible spot. Because I get Final Boss in that room all the time, and I lose a lot of time. That skull guy that just axed Sniper is one of my least favorite Meta Knight enemies ever, because he always seems to get me when I don't want him to. And when it seems like I'm not going to get hit, I get hit too. And 3-6 is the other level that's relatively difficult. We'll see if Sniper goes for the crazy strat he was practicing last night for it. FunkyCat coming up on the arena as well. Let's hope he has a bit of a better time than Sniper did. AKA a hitless arena. Unfortunately not, because the rogue guy kind of gave him some bad RNG, and he also puffed when he didn't need to, unfortunately. Sniper killing Bonkers, which is the first instance of Bonkers that we see. Also going for, I guess not a new, but a interesting strat that we've recently been using that is a little bit faster than just sliding through the bottom blocks and using high jump twice. You actually puff the top right block and then use high jump twice. And then slide and also use high jump, which is aka holding down left and down and just mashing B. Sniper just went through the Crash Bomber room in 3-6 by waiting, which is the slower but safer thing to do. I actually very much agree with his decision there, because trying to get past that thing is very difficult and very annoying. I still can't do it consistently, and I'm a top 6 runner. FunkyCat, unfortunately, going in aggro and not getting it. Oh wow, he misses the last one too. That's really unfortunate. Sniper finishing up 3-6 and coming up on Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. He does not guess, but unlike Cocoon, he doesn't actually hate fun. He likes having fun, but he doesn't guess. Very nice fight overall, even though, you know, Moon Crew. Moon was right. Always Moon. A 4:15 exit, not bad at all, actually. Sniper had a pretty good butter building overall, to be quite honest. Man, I don't do that strat in 4-1. Big yikes. Funky having a bit of struggle in 3-6. You can actually see the platforms in the dark room. But he was not able to get past them. I don't think it was worth going back to grab high jump there because there is a backup right there, but I guess it doesn't really matter. I wonder if Sniper's gonna go for 4-1 wheel. Oh, yes he is. Or, oh, is he? Nope, sadly. He tried, but unfortunately the sortie did not give him good enough RNG to do so he's gonna stick with Tornado. FunkyCat guessing incorrectly that it is Sun when it is Moon. Moon Crew both times this race. Let's go. Oh boy, he's not having a fun time with Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright. You actually have to, in order to get the strong hits with high jump, because high jump has a weak hit, and a strong hit, if you want the strong hit, you actually have to go, like, inside Shine and Bright without actually getting hit. It's not the most difficult thing to do, but is still difficult. Not the most difficult, but it does have its problems. Especially if you do have inexperience with the hitboxes in this game. It's especially punishing with Mr. Bright, because, or is it Mr. Shine? I think Mr. Shine is the sun, and Mr. Bright is the moon. I could be incorrect. Whichever one the sun guy is, I'm probably thinking Shine, is, that's the most punishing because you do get, into the fire animation. Funky losing high jump in here, not high jump, he used UFO. Funky losing a UFO. Using UFO is actually the safer strat. Sliding to try and get past Tornado, and he does not do it, unfortunately. Spinny Boy RNG has been not nice to these players today. Sniper doing the optimal thing and doing middle path, except he does it wrong. Grabbing high jump, not a bad choice. Alright, loses high jump there, so we'll see if he goes for wheel, although I doubt he will. He's probably gonna go through it powerless, because that wheel mix is definitely a crazy mix. And Funky's having a really rough time in Grape Garden so far. Nope. Sniper goes powerless. Good decision, I think. He was memeing with me earlier today about using Tornado, and it actually loses 3 seconds to powerless. Which makes sense, because you have a very, very big stop in momentum once your Tornado finishes. Double Poppy Bros fight is not treating Funky well at all. This fight sucks. Even for a high-level runner like myself, I hate this. I hate these guys. Let's hope he can get through it fine. I don't agree with the decision to jump into him like that, because it is indeed safer to go next to them, like Sniper does with FanFan here. Almost killing FanFan. Very nice catch from Sniper, seeing that he almost killed it, because losing throw would definitely be a decent time loss. He could have jumped there instead of throwing it, but that's okay. Top path for Funky in 4-3. Middle path is a little bit faster, but I don't blame him for doing the old strat. Getting hit, sadly. I really hope he doesn't get hit by the sortie when going for high jump, because that would be a really big problem. Because getting hit is really easy in 4-4. Taking a death, sadly, because he did get hit by a different enemy. And I think that was just because of, unfortunately, messing up high jump momentum, not holding down right. Or actually getting next to the... Oh, getting onto the ledge. That actually stopped it. That was the issue. Sniper... Oh my goodness! Well, that arena was really good. Excuse me, did that robed guy with the spear just teleport into his mouth? It didn't look at all like he was within the suck range of Kirby there. I hope we can get a clip of that, because that was really, really strange. Funky finishing up 4-3 as Sniper finishes up 4-5. I'd say there's about a 2-minute deficit here for FunkyCat. Because right now, Sniper is effectively 1.5 levels ahead. Good strat, puffing the first bomb block and then burning for Sniper. Choosing to kill the frogs, because those frogs definitely are very annoying. I like to call them the heat-sinking frogs because they always seem to go after me. It is like once in a blue moon I'm able to escape them. But for the most part, they are very good at detecting me and where I'm going to go. They have the read. Frogs for Smash, man. Good choice waiting. Even though he screwed up the movement, Sniper was able to wait for the waddle-doo. Very good choice. Funky doing decently well with Fanfan, although I gotta say, I'm a little bit disappointed at the fact that Funky didn't soft reset because having 0 lives in here is not very good. Especially at 3 health. I hope he can get through 4-5. Because the Kaizo Bronobert room and the Flamer room is a really, really tough room to not get hit in. Very, very luck-based, honestly. Depending on where the Bronoberts land. Oh, what's up, Hasa? Welcome home. Sniper going for the 5 jump. Can he do it? Oh, wow! Did he miss a hit? I wonder if he did, because I thought I saw all the hits. However, still a very nice kill. Ball swag? What, in 5-4? Yes. Commentator bias, of course, but that's just me. That's on you, though. It's all your decision. I'm just here to be a neutral third party, even though it seems like I'm probably not. Oh my goodness! Funky got hit right there, and I assume it was probably because of either an eaten input or he just didn't press B in time. Or like he pressed B too early while he was in his burning animation because he actually got hit right there by the Sparky, and that lost him a really unfortunate amount of time. Sniper just finishing up 5-1, which is, in my opinion, the easiest level, and also one of the most resident sleeper levels in the game. Ball swag is kind of free. I haven't missed it in a while, but it is difficult to start with. So, Sniper is coming up on the first instance of using Ball in this game, and Ball is probably one of the craziest abilities in this game. You have iframes throughout almost every moment in Ball. Almost. When you're at the peak of your jump and when you are bouncing, like actually on the ground or hitting the ceiling, you don't have any iframes, so you have to be careful. Funky grabbing Beam, I wonder what happened to his Sora. He must have gotten hit in the dark room. So I didn't mention it earlier, but Sniper actually went for Pot's Ball, and Pot's Ball saves probably a half second. Maybe not that much, but it does save a fair amount of time in that one room. I believe it's just not wanting to play on emulator. That's what it seems like to me, Sakura. Sniper on 5-3, which is a very fun level in my opinion, with the exception of the last room. The last room's kind of annoying. But 5-3 has some awesome power variability. You start out with high jump, and then you grab wheel. So, you grab high jump for the vertical part, and then you grab wheel for the horizontal part. So it's actually exemplifying what is the fastest moving abilities in this game, which I really, really like. FunkyCat just finishing up Krakow and entering World 5. So at about a 3-level deficit, Sniper's gained some time on him. Ooh, wow, almost getting hit by that. Sniper would be proud to hear that, Icky. VC is emulation. He'd be proud to hear that. Alright, is Sniper gonna go for Ball Swag in 5-4? We will see, but first off, we have a bit of a burning section for him. The timing for burning is really interesting here. You have to bunk on the ceiling and get just low enough to go between that. Oh, wow! Sniper goes for the triple burning strat right there, and he makes it by the skin of his teeth. Crazy. Also, Sniper enters my favorite arena. 5-4 arena is really cool because I love the strat that he does. Unfortunately, it did not go as originally planned for Sniper, but he had a very nice backup. Both players grabbing ball. Sniper almost getting killed by ball swag there. Big yikes. But he barely hits the ledge and does not die. Proud of him. Funky going for the 7-2 kill on Bonkers. Doesn't really work out for him, sadly. It is a little bit faster, but it is quite a bit riskier. So I don't really go for it. Aw, dude. Unfortunate that Sniper jumped through and used ball because he didn't get hit well in the cannon there, but he did get hit because he didn't unball too early enough. VC is just a name brand of emulation. Ooh boy. Now, a lot of top runners would disagree with you, Icky, only because they run on Wii U VC. And they get salty about it. They get salty about being called out. I personally run on DS because DS is the best. Sniper exiting 5-5 after a very good one. Very good 5-5. FunkyCat, unfortunately, having to puff for the Shast turn gang. Shast turns are extremely difficult in that last room because you have to turn around with wheel and then unwheel really early. Sniper almost getting sniped in the back, run over like a oh my god, like a bird getting run over with a steamroller, aka Stunfisk! Because that's what Stunfisk looks like. Fortunately, he did not get hit. That was a yikes from me, dog. FunkyCat entering the 5-3 arena, going for the old school strat. I respect that. Oh, Heavy Mole. Oh, almost entering with wheel. Big yikes. Heavy Mole does stink. Spoiler alert. FunkyCat going for some really weird ball swag here that I don't really agree with. Yikers. I say yikers quite a lot, but that is just me. Yeah, Sniper getting some really bad RNG on Heavy Mole. That looks mean. To the point where he gets an attack out. That's a new one. Oof. But Sniper having what looks like to be a 58 exit. Entering Orange Ocean. Now, Orange Ocean and Rainbow Resort, which is the level after Orange Ocean, are probably the worst parts of the run, in my opinion, because they are quite RNG heavy, as you can see. First room of 6-1 introduces more frogs, and you have to deal with these frogs because they like to run into you. Sniper grabbing Burning after the first, grabbing the first Flamer for Burning. I usually grab the second one, but it doesn't really matter who you choose. Whoa, hello, Sniper. Risky strat, but good stuff. Good stuff, I appreciate that. Good last room. Oh! FunkyCat missing a hit on Firelion because he jumps backwards. I don't think FunkyCat actually balled early enough there. Uh-oh, Sniper in a tough spot. The Scarfies like to come down on you from the heavens above, and they love to rain terror on you. Good puff, though. He saw those ones coming. Now that Crash Bomber, I actually missed that Crash Bomber quite a lot. The problem is that everyone uses Wii U VC. Yeah, it's fine. I don't have a big problem with it. It's just weird that in some games it saves like 15 minutes. Wow! Sniper almost getting a mix there, but he barely doesn't. FunkyCat finishing up 5-6, getting ready to go on to Heavy Mole. Don't enter Heavy Mole with Wheel! What are you doing? Oh, that's really bad. Sniper just gained a lot of time. Yeah, the fastest thing to do is, Oh, what?! Sniper! Sniper tries to go for Wheel and gets laser. What is going on here? Getting a very fast kill on Bonkers, thank goodness. Although that's gonna probably bite him in the butt later. Alright, both runners having some very interesting interactions at the 30-minute mark. Let's see how Sniper deals with this last room with burning. Getting hit by the Scarfy. That happens all the time. Even in Wheel, manages a 4 enemy suck. Very nice. I actually only get 2 in there, usually. Maybe 3 if I'm lucky. I've never gotten 4, so props to Sniper for that. Sniper having some very nice powerless movement in that first room. As the powerless world record holder, I really appreciate that. Though, to be fair, the only reason I have the record there is because RNG is stupid. It's KDL, but longer, and that's the worst part of it. FunkyCat exiting 6-1, entering 6-2. Let's hope that he doesn't do what Sniper did in 6-3 and try to go for Wheel and miss it by getting laser. Sniper just finished the Nut Shack, going from the vertical Nut Shack to the horizontal Nut Shack. All those coconuts trying to fall on him and cause an explosion. Yeah, World 6 is a bit of a mess for both these guys, unfortunately. Oh, hold on! Sniper has a chance to do a mix there, but he doesn't go for it. Because he doesn't do Wheel. Even though Wheel saves a heck ton of time in 7-5. This is probably the room where Wheel actually saves the most time in Orange Ocean, because it's just a straight horizontal room. Very nice powerless movement from Sniper. I'm actually thoroughly impressed with his platforming. FunkyCat getting a kill on Bonkers. Let's hope that Sniper grabs a UFO here. I hope they're nice to him. Go grab the Max Tomato. If you want to live, grab the Max Tomato. And don't get hit. There are no more UFOs that'll kill him, thankfully. Right. Now we just have to pray that the Ice Frosties give him RNG, which is good. And they did. FunkyCat has been able to keep Tornado in 6-3, which is going to help him gain quite a lot of time over Sniper in general. But I don't know, Sniper had some really, really solid powerless movement. So we'll see. Oh, Sniper goes for the strat right there. I'd call it Cocoon strat because I don't know what to call it, because it's not the strat that I go for. But he misses it, sadly. But that was still a pretty decent backup regardless. Nicely done, Sniper. Funky going through the cave room. Sniper opting to not soft reset, even though he vehemently told us at one point that soft resetting against Meta Knight with 4 health makes perfect sense. To me, that doesn't make sense because I never take more than 4 hits in... Actually, I never take more than 3 hits against MK. If I'm starting to get hit more times than that, something's wrong. Overall, pretty good MK for Sniper, entering World 7. World 7 is probably my least favorite world in this game, to be quite frank. It's a fun world, but there's so much RNG in it that I just can't stand. Sniper grabbing the one up there. It doesn't lose any time, but because he puffed there, he did do something unoptimal. So, ha! You did something unoptimal trying to grab that one up, Sniper, and I'm calling you out for it. Didn't have to do that. But I guess it is a nice safety net in case he does have some bad things happen to him. You don't need that sword, so it's good to just keep going. Sniper coming up on a ball mix in this last room here. Gets it. Very nice. I would have appreciated it if he had done the suck a little sooner, just to have it be a little faster and a little bit more finessey, but who's that? Me, being finessey, even though I like to lose time in stupid places like that, for reasons like that. FunkyCat catching up a lot because of the tornado. He's not that far behind, and if Sniper has a bad 7-2, this could be a very close race still. Not getting the pixel right there, unfortunately getting hit by Bonker. Fortunately, decent backup. Let's hope that Fan is nice. We need some bless RNGs right now. Funky getting bad RNG from the Frosty. Bad Fan RNG. Yikes. Oh, that's why Sniper typed in a Fan in chat. He got forward thrown. That is a really big oof. And that was really bad Fan RNG, too. There was not much he could do about that. Good Bugsy, though. Good backup. And finally, we're coming up on Fire Lion. Excellent! Excellent, excellent, excellent. When Fire Lion jumps 3 times, that is the thing you want to do. Just keep bouncing like there is no tomorrow, which Sniper did. Very fast kill. Impressive. Nicely done. FunkyCat, soft resetting before Meta Knight because fighting Meta Knight with 2 health is dumb. Please don't do it unless you are asking for death. FunkyCat missing a couple hits. A lot of hits. The spacing is a little bit hard to get. Wow, Meta Knight's not being nice to him at all. Don't die. He took 5 damage there. Oh my goodness. That was a not good Meta Knight for Funky. I pity that. Oh! That is something I have never seen before. Sniper gets hit by the Bronnerbert and his star goes bye-bye down the 1-tile gap. Normally it bounces and keeps bouncing, so he's able to get his hands on it, but not today, sir. Nope, that ain't happening. So he's entering 7-4 with no power, which is fine because you don't need to keep burning. It's just good for that last room. It's faster in this first room to keep burning, but it's not totally necessary. Besides, getting hit here is really easy. I still get hit here all the time. Nice double star. FunkyCat having some struggles in this star block room. Let's hope he can get the ball mix before 7-2. Wow, he goes for the fast strat and gets it. Nicely done. I appreciate that much, sir. Not going for ball swag, though, so... I'm not going to take that statement back. It's just a little bit less swaggy now. It's still swaggy, but not as much as before. I'm not fully retracting my statement. FunkyCat entering 7-2. Great bunkers. Great bonkers. Let's hope he doesn't get fan-fanned. We need fan-fan to roll here. And he does! Very good. FunkyCat having a great 7-2 so far. I shouldn't jinx him, though. Commentator's curse! Okay. Not good RNG from Bugsy, but he backed that up really well. Really, really well. Nicely done. Unfortunately, Fire Lion being a little bit mean and walking around when he should be jumping, so he does get hit there. But yeah, I commend FunkyCat for that 7-2. That was good. That was a pretty good 7-2. Sniper coming up on Wind Tunnel. This is the worst room in the whole game. I don't care what anyone says. This room is literally the worst, and those pigs are the reason why, because they hit me all the time, and also just bonking is easy in that room. Losing wheel is easy in that room. If you lose wheel in there, you're losing like 20 or 30 seconds. Because if you don't have wheel 476, you're losing a lot of time. I'm talking 20 or something seconds because... Actually, probably not 20, more like 12. 10 to 12 seconds is probably what you'd actually be losing optimally. Because, as you can see, there's a lot of vertical moving in this place. A lot of vertical stuff. Horizontal, excuse me. There's a lot of horizontal movement, which wheel is absolutely necessary for. You also don't have to worry about getting hit by foes since you're completely invincible during wheel. Except when you're turning. Kabu's being nice because he's all the way over there. I hope Sniper can react fast enough. Wheel's too early, sadly, and loses his wheel. Not that big of a deal, though. Since it really only affects the last room. You don't need wheel for this next room, unless you don't want to get hit. It's easy to get hit in that room if you don't have wheel. It's not that big of a time loss, however. The real time loss is in this room. Because you have to, instead of wheeling through the star blocks, you have to dash through them. Slide through them, rather. FunkyCat going through the clock rooms, getting hit because those first two clock rooms are very much RNG heavy. But as you can see, he's having a much better time with the last two, because those actually have a set pattern. Sniper off to fight the stupid screaming penguin who likes to be evil himself, DDD. The ultimate screaming penguin. Insta-dive, don't suck. Worst pattern. Insta-dive, insta-suck. Insta-dive. Wow, Sniper getting the worst possible pattern from DDD. I do not like this at all. Fortunately, waiting long enough for DDD to get into his float there, nicely done. Pretty good for the fact that DDD gave him the worst possible pattern, and now he's on Nightmare. Mashing is on point, not missing a single hit so far. I'm not entirely sure why Funky decided to wait. Why did he drop Spark? Big yikes. Alright. He was able to back it up. Holy moly, this is scary. This is scary because Funky is entering the wind tunnel with 1 health. If one of the pigs decides to be mean, it's over. Thankfully he got through, and he's probably going to grab the pet brew. Or not. Or is he? Yes, he is. He has to be careful, though, because the laser guy's trailing him. Wow, he's taking it really safe. And in the end, it just does not work, because he bonks. That is a really sad, sad time loss to see. And he can't get the mix because the laser guy decided to laser on him. Meanwhile, Sniper is on the last phase of Nightmare. Funky opting for burning, which, you know, it's really the best backup you've got if you can't get wheel in there. Which is really unfortunate, because even though he's got something that's kind of fast, like burning, it might not help him a lot, because if you don't know how to do burning, you're going to get hit in the first room, like that. And burning is just awful in 7.6 in general. It's either powerless or wheel or nothing. Yeah, if you want to pop in for an interview, Sniper, you can. Missing the hit there. I forgot. This is not PB sound. Is the Wii Sports crowd going? Aw. Still, good job, Sniper. 4342 is very, very good. I commend that.
Hi.
Nice job. GG's.
Thank you. I was only plus 48.
Yeah, that was a good run.
That World 6 just pissed me off.
I don't know why you dropped it. Were you just
Neither do I. Neither do I. I wasn't thinking. I couldn't think straight.
A for effort on trying to get the wheel, though.
I wasn't even trying to get a wheel. I was just like... It's just that I was just trying to do the mix, because that's what I see everyone do. Nobody does Tornado anymore, and I hate it, because I just... It's so unusual to see people not go for wheel that I just did it, because that's what I'm so used to seeing.
Yeah. Good job, though. 4342 is a very good race time. Had I been racing against you, you would have only been about a minute behind my last race.
Nice.
FunkyCat getting the last ball through a 2-tick mix. I actually didn't discuss mixes at all during this.
Wow, you didn't? Dang.
Nope. So I guess I can explain it now because I've already said my piece about the ultimate screaming penguin DDD. Shoutouts to Worst Pattern. I'm so sorry you had to suffer that.
Yeah, I got insta dive. Goodie.
Oh wow. Good from FunkyCat. All right, so while FunkyCat is fighting Nightmare, I'll talk about mix. So when you have two enemies that have abilities like a Waddle Doo that has Beam and a Sir Kibble that has Cutter, if you inhale two of them at the same time, you will enter a mixed roulette. And depending on the first enemy that you suck in, that's where the roulette actually starts. And if you're looking for a specific ability, you're going to have to understand the mixed roulette pretty well. You have a 4-frame window for each ability that you want to grab. So you have to have some precise timing, but that's really what it is. Some are harder than others. I actually think that 2-frame is harder than 3-frame, or 3-tick mixes rather is harder than 2-frame ticks.
Okay, so I actually so going into this run, I knew that I was gonna make a bunch of dumb mistakes that I've literally never made before, and that's exactly what happened in this run. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this run.
Yeah,
I don't even think the run sucked. I thought it was kind of okay.
I was actually really impressed with some of your movement. I was really.
Such as I messed up the 4-5 arena. I'm so mad about that because it's such an easy arena, and I wanted to show off right side.
Yeah, but your powerless movement in 6-5, I think it was. No, not 6. Yeah, 6-5. Your powerless movement was really.
Oh yeah, that's because like my first 10 runs, I never got tornado past like the second room of 6-5. So I got really good at doing that room because I noticed some other people seem to struggle or just float over it.
Yeah,
I kind of just know what to do in that situation now. Shoutouts to chat today.
Yeah, chat.
Chat was amazing.
All right, so we
Funky
have
finishes
SRL
in second place with a time of 47.25
on SRL, and Sniper had a 43.43 on SRL because it's dumb, but it wasn't that much. About a second. So if Funky wants an interview, we'll be happy to have him on with us. That was a fun race to commentate. I was just nonstop talking.
Yeah, it must have been a really fun race, considering it was like just barely under 4 minutes apart. So that's really nice.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Okay, but important question: was Funky ahead of me out of World 1? Because I legitimately thought he would be.
No, he was not.
He wasn't.
My god! He was ahead of you out of, I believe, out of 1-2, and then your movement was what? He also went back to grab the max tomato at the end of 1-3.
Because I took like 3 damage or something.
You almost got sniped by the fire right at the end there. GG, Funky. Good job.
I just want to say that was the first time I ever tried Shast turns, and I got it.
Dude, I got perfect Shast turns too.
I didn't even get to see those because I was so busy focusing on. I was focusing on Funky when Sniper was in the Shast turn room, and then I was focusing on Sniper when Funky was in the Shast turn room. So I actually didn't know if either of you got it, but congrats on both of you for getting it.
Thank you.
Funky, I noticed that Meta Knight was really, really, really mean to you.
That was literally the worst Meta Knight I've ever had.
I don't think I've ever seen a Meta Knight that bad. So
big rip.
But yeah, both of you had really good 7-2s, actually. Really, really good. Ha! Nice fan.
Dude, how delayed is it? Oh my goodness.
I was freaking out so much about that Shast turn that I accidentally went into Heavy Mole with Wheel.
Oh my gosh, I almost did that. I almost did that. I was like halfway up and I just like went back down.
I called out Sniper for almost entering fight heavy mode with Wheel, and then I saw you do it, and I was like, oh no, this is cursed. So yeah, good job, you guys. That was a fun race to commentate, and I'm sure it was a very fun race to watch, especially with Sniper's interactiveness with chat.
Dude,
In the
it's
last
easy.
round.
It's so easy if you don't use level splits. Don't use level splits.
I was so mad after I got hit after the wind tunnel.
I was really sad watching that because I saw how safe you were taking it,
Yeah,
and then
I was
all of it
so
to just,
hard not to get hit.
all of it
Dude,
just
I
to
almost
bump
died in
get
wind
hit by
tunnel
that
too.
guy. No, he did wind tunnel. He did wind tunnel just fine. Both of you did actually very well on wind tunnel in general.
Yeah.
It was just that second room. He entered with 1 health, and he bonked even after taking everything so safe, which I commend you for doing. I love watching people take it safe because some people are just super aggro and they just bonk immediately. But you were trying really hard to stay alive, which does indeed save time. Unfortunately, using burning in 7.6 is really difficult, and honestly, it's something I would practice at the level that you're at, that you're both at, actually, just in case the worst happens.
Yeah, I meant to do that. I actually meant to do that today,
'Cause
but
if
I
you can't-
totally forgot.
If you can't get the reeler mix, which I saw you try, Funky, but the laser guy was not nice,
Oh,
then
that mix is really
doing it.
tough because like there's like a million ways to go for it.
But yeah, good job, you guys. I'm impressed with both of your race times. Those are good race times. Sniper wins, gets the bulk of the points, and I believe our next match is going to be Sunday, May 12th at 8 Eastern.
No matches on Saturday? Are you serious?
Unless I schedule one, maybe. And then we're gonna have Funky again versus Toddman, which we haven't seen. I don't think we've seen Todd race yet, so that'll be fun to watch. So thank you guys, and I will see you soon.
Thank you.
Goodbye.